Did you know that over 60% of new insurance adjusters fail within their first year? Now, that's a staggering number. And why do so many struggle to make it? Well, today I'm going to break down the most common mistakes that new adjusters make, and more importantly, how you can avoid them to set yourself up for success. Being an insurance adjuster can be an incredibly rewarding career, but it's most definitely not without challenges, and I've experienced many over the years. Now, at times, new adjusters hit roadblocks that can lead to frustration, burnout, and even quitting altogether. But if you're aware of these common mistakes, you can actually succeed in this field. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, new adjusters often face three major challenges: lack of training, miscommunication, and poor time management. These are what's called silent career killers. So let's take a closer look at each one. First, lack of training. This is the first challenge, and many adjusters get into the field without the proper training. Sure, you may have your adjuster license, but that does not mean that you're ready for real world scenarios. Like I've mentioned in previous videos, obtaining your adjuster license is just the first step toward everything else required to be successful. And if you're like me, I was still very much clueless even after my pre-licensing training. And when you land an assignment, you're going to get very minimal training, if that. So carriers more than likely are going to expect you to either jump right in or pick up things really quickly so you can start handling claims right away. Because that is the real reason that you're there, to help them with their large claim volume. And the quicker you start handling those claims, the better it is for them. Claims handling, policy interpretation, and dealing with insureds require continuous learning. Now, some helpful tips are to seek out additional free or low-cost training through your independent adjusting firms that you're registered with. And if it's available, shadow experienced adjusters so that you can learn hands-on. You also want to attend industry conferences and networking events, and then join related online forums and social media groups. Challenge number 2, miscommunication and poor customer service. Miscommunication with policyholders, contractors, and even your own team can cause delays, frustration, and costly mistakes, and even in some cases, legal trouble. Delivering exceptional customer service is extremely important. It not only builds the trust and meets the needs of the insured, but it also enhances your professional image, leading to better relationships with insurance carriers and a higher likelihood of securing future work assignments. You're going to be recognized, and this is going to set you apart from other adjusters when you're recognized for the exceptional customer service that you provide. Now, I've been called back to work many times due to my strong customer service and the ability to manage my desk well, even though I may not have been the best in other areas like assessing damage, but that eventually comes in time, and there are usually more senior adjusters that can assist you with that. But let me tell you, if you're not handling the carrier's customers right, and you're falling behind in your daily tasks and you can't keep up, that can get you let go on the first round of let goes, and you definitely do not want that. So that's something you want to stay on top of and get better with each new assignment, and you will. Also, be sure to reply back to emails and voicemails and take care of assigned tasks from internal staff in a timely manner. So that's all helpful, and hopefully you'll put it to use. Some additional tips: you want to always clarify expectations up front, use simple language when communicating with the insureds, and confirm that they understand, especially since many of them are not familiar with the claims process at all. And if possible, follow up with email communication just to avoid any misunderstandings. Do not make promises that you can't keep. You want to under-promise and over-deliver, which leads to challenge number 3, poor time management. New adjusters often struggle with time management. You're going to be juggling multiple claims, deadlines, and customer interactions, and it's very easy to get overwhelmed and stressed. I can actually remember one instance when I was on an assignment and I literally received about 100 claims all at once to start working. And that was extremely overwhelming to say the least. But I got through it, or I should say, God got me through it. There are literally times when I have to stop in the middle of what I'm doing, step away from my desk briefly, just so that I don't get frustrated and allow that frustration to creep in, because you don't want your team or the insureds feeling that negative energy coming from you. So, here are some additional tips. Prioritize your day in a way that is most comfortable for you to effectively stay on top of phone calls, emails, claims investigation, and follow ups. And don't forget to eat. I know many adjusters who work straight through their day without taking a break, but it's very important that you take care of yourself and take your scheduled breaks or at least lunch so you can reset and not get burned out. Also, set realistic deadlines and avoid overcommitting. Insureds actually appreciate when you are upfront with them and don't keep them in the dark. You want to follow up with them as promised, okay? They shouldn't be calling you to check on the status of their claim. I typically reach out every 7 days just to check in, also to inquire if there are any questions and give a status update. But you ultimately want to follow the direction provided by the insurance carrier that you're working for. Another huge mistake made by new adjusters is not documenting the claim properly. A single missing note or incomplete report can lead to denied claims, lawsuits, and a damaged reputation, not only for the carrier, but for you as well. You want to make detailed notes on every claim, document each time you're addressing anything related to the claim. Anything or anytime the insured calls you or you call the insured, if you're speaking to contractors, if documentation is received. Anytime you touch that claim, a file note should be added. And please be professional and avoid adding your own opinions in the notes. I'm actually going to be creating a video with both good and bad examples of file notes, and so keep a lookout for that in the future. Also, you want to double check your work before submitting, and that is going to include any emails that you write, letters to be issued out, estimates, and so forth. This is going to ensure that there are no misspelled words, missing information, and that everything that's required to be there is there. Now, here's a bonus tip. Stay on top of your license, renewals, certifications, and continuing education. Make sure your email is up to date and that you're actively checking it. Your affiliated firms typically help guide you and notify you of any upcoming deadlines, but ultimately this is your responsibility, so try to avoid these mistakes and you'll be on your way to a thriving career as an insurance adjuster. The insurance industry is always changing and therefore always something new to learn, but don't allow this to intimidate you. Yes, independent adjusting pays well, but it's also work. As long as you put the work in, you will reap the rewards. I can speak to that firsthand. And if you want more detailed information about how to become an independent adjuster, get assignments, and get paid, visit my website at www.AdjusterlYfe.com. That is life with a Y, and get my easy to follow resource guide. You can also get a free adjuster career checklist. And also comment to let me know what challenges you faced as an adjuster or are facing trying to become one. And if you're looking for more information on the career in general, you can check out this playlist right here. Like and subscribe if you found this information helpful. And finally, embrace the lessons, celebrate your victories, and persevere through difficulties. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.